Hello, everybody.
Welcome back to another episode of Mondays Are for the Nerds. I'm your co-host, Jay Wright.
I'm your other co-host, Tristan Stump.
Thank you for joining us as we recap last week's pop culture news. I don't have a lot this week, I don't think. I was going over my notes last night and I'm like, it's not really a lot. Releases, I definitely don't have a lot.
I have 8 pages.
I have also 8. Which, you know, some of that I don't even
Yeah,
say.
for you, 8 is
like 6.
low. For me, 8 is like in the middle range.
A lot,
like,
yeah.
Oh, that's more because I usually average about what? 6?
I think so.
Is at least when it's not like a heavy new season for games. So like come this August with Gamescom, I'm sure we're gonna have a beefy
Comic-Con
episode
next week.
Oh, Comic-Con next week. You know Nintendo's gonna be yeah, we said that last week.
Yeah.
And Nintendo's gonna be at Comic-Con, so it's like I might have some news. I don't know. It might.
They're revealing the Legend of Zelda toys.
That was in my notes.
Oh, my bad. Cut that out. Anyway.
We'll bring that up later because I have theories.
Yeah. I only have one piece of small talk. And it was that Mom and I went to see Moana.
Oh, yeah.
After we recorded last week.
How was it? About what we expected?
About what we expected. I will say I liked it a little bit better than Snow White. With Snow White, I gave like a 3. So I give Moana like a 4. It looks cool. Some jokes I thought were hilarious. Like there were some jokes from like aren't in the animated one that are like, wow, that's a Disney movie. They almost said a SOB. But it was basically just shot for shot.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah. And that's it. So like it was fine. Nothing to write home about. I saw it to see it and that's it.
Yeah.
That's all I can say about that without getting into anything because it's literally, my mom's like, I really liked it. And I'm like, well, it's the animated one. Only live action. So, yeah. And that's it. It was fine. 4 out of 10, which means it was on the all right score.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a passing grade, but almost there.
Almost there. I did do one other thing, but we'll get into that later.
Okay. Yeah, some my small talk. One thing. It's a release this week, so we'll get in that later.
Yeah.
Haven't been able to play any of my Zelda marathon lately because of playing other stuff. Like I said, palate cleanser. Every once in a while, I'm going to have to play something else.
Yeah.
And then just being overall busy.
That's how it was with Assassin's Creed when I was trying to get through all of it. I'm like, I've got to have a break.
This week has been nothing but like staying late at work. So it's just,
shows.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't know if I have any small talk. I'm trying to think of anything that I watched or
I don't think I watched any shows.
There's no more than what I usually watch on my like lunch break and stuff. And,
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Still a week for me until next week. Should I get my releases then?
Yeah. After,
so we don't have
after probably what's going to be edited down to 2 minutes of small talk. Yeah.
Moana wasn't anything big in movies. I told you there's only 2 releases this week in movies. On Thursday, July 16th, Descendants: Wicked Wonderland released on Disney Channel on the latest installment in the fantasy teen series. When Wonderland plays host to the Kingdom Cup Games, Red and Chloe Charming must fight to save everyone from an unexpected villain. It was then released on Disney Plus the next day on Friday, July 17th. And possibly the biggest release this week, it was the Odyssey, Chris Nolan's new film. After the Trojan War, Odysseys faces a dangerous voyage back to Ithaca, meeting creatures like the Cyclops, Polyphemus, Sirens, and Calypso along the way. I did watch it last night.
How was it?
Very good. It's very good.
Yes.
It's very
I
good.
I knew all the Greek mythology nerds were overblowing it.
Exactly. It was actually a full theater. Like not like full, but like fuller than what I've seen it recently. Ludwig Göransson, I keep saying this every time he's in a movie, he's getting up there with John Williams in my opinion. And that's like a hill I'll die on in terms of like composers and score. There was one scene at the end, which I won't say what it is. If you know the book, then you probably know it. But it wasn't like a twist or anything. But then like the whole audience was like, because of something that happened. Genuinely some scary moments. 2 of them, namely, one is the Cyclops because it's in the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's it's in a dark cave.
And if you've read or even seen any version of the Odyssey,
you probably know what the other one is.
You know that the Cyclops scene is terrifying.
Yeah.
Like it's supposed to be.
It's genuinely like, unsettling.
Even though sometimes that scene in adaptations is played for laughs because of like, I'm tricking the stupid giant kind of thing. But anyway, yeah.
And they kind of do that at the beginning. But then like Chris Nolan said in interviews, like he learned from Guillermo del Toro that monsters are not like, they're not monsters. They still have a story.
Yeah.
And like there's one guy like, you genuinely feel for this. this Cyclops a little bit because of what they do to him. But the other scene, which hasn't been in any trailers, I'm like, I was unsettled. But no, Matt Damon was amazing. Tom Holland was amazing. Anne Hathaway was amazing. Robert Pattinson. I love to hate Robert Pattinson in a movie. He's so good. He's so good at anything he does. He's like I wouldn't say the villain, but he's definitely like a bad guy.
Yeah.
Cast, I forgot was in there. Like I saw it, Mia Goth. I'm like, oh, I forgot she was in this. Fantastic movie. And I didn't check my watch. Oh, I checked my watch once. That's because people behind us were like, oh, it's halfway. I'm like, oh, is it really? Oh, it's 8:30. Must be halfway. But it didn't feel slow. It felt like a Chris Nolan epic. And I'm like, cinema's back this summer. But definitely go see the Odyssey. It's very good. Very good. I would put it up there with Oppenheimer.
Oh, wow.
Like, those two are interchangeable for my 1 and 2 for Chris Nolan. I say this, I ranked it with Chronisher last night. I haven't seen the Dark Knight trilogy in like over a decade.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I feel like it wouldn't be fair to rank those because I was just ranking it what other people would rank it. But like amongst the ones that I have seen, it's 1 and 2. Like I wouldn't argue with you if you put either 1 and 2. But it's very good. On TV, on Sunday, July 12th, The Westies had its series premiere on MGM+. Monday, July 13th, All-American Season 8 premiered on the CW, which is final season. Dancing with the Stars Next Pro had its series premiere on ABC, and Spidey and His Amazing Friends Season 5 premiered on Disney Junior. Tuesday, July 14th, The Real Wolf of Wall Street docuseries released on Paramount+. Wednesday, July 15th, saw Nation's Dumbest series premiere on Fox. Lucky had its series premiere on Apple TV, and Ride or Die had its series premiere on Prime Video. And on Thursday, July 16th, The Hawk Season 1 came to Netflix. And that is all for my releases.
My releases, I do have quite a bit actually. On July 12th, Orpheus to Hell and Back, released on PC from Studio Loading, Kibo Entertainment, and Alanite Inc. Orpheus to Hell and Back is a mesmerizing action puzzle game that brings the timeless myth of Orpheus and Eurydice to life in the palm of your hands, 80s chibi anime style. So it's like it's like if they made an Orpheus game for the Game Boy.
Dude.
Is like how I would describe what it looks like. And it's only like $3 on Steam.
Which is not bad.
Yeah. July 13th, Kaz released on PC from developer Kalanarm and publisher Hakuro. Dopamine-fueled minimalist grid-based game that pushes the boundaries of psychedelic visuals and fast reaction time. Kaz is an action roguelite arcade game where choice of items, buffs, and malices allows you to unlock cool visuals and themes while showing everybody your skill on the leaderboards. Pixplorer released on PC from Wyax. Explore vast biomes and brave a hostile world. Shape your own adventure by crafting, farming, fishing, mining, or catching insects in this open-world sandbox RPG. Runix, pinball roguelike, released on PC from Meteor Forge, a roguelike 3D pinball game where you build your ball deck to hit and slay monsters with incredible combos and climb to the top of the leaderboard. Discover powerful artifacts that create incredible synergies and increase your mage powers to restore the pinball order. July 14th, Detopia, released on all major platforms from developer Marmutu Games and publisher Annapurna Interactive. Step into the world of Detopia in this gentle-paced puzzle adventure. In Detopia, life is curated by artificial intelligence to maximize happiness. As the newest facilitator, it's up to you to solve puzzles to keep the Detopia residents happy and the facility running. July 15th, Dench Attack, released on all major platforms from developer Undercoders and publishers Fireshine Games and Bolt Ray Games. Flip, trick, and grind your train in a fast-paced, off-the-rails ride through a colorful Japanese dystopia. Outmatch rival gangs, wreck a shady megacorp, and take back the tracks with nothing but skill, speed, and style. And so that one is like, imagine you made a skateboarding game, but you're driving a train.
What?
It's the best way I can describe. You're like jumping off like rails to other rails, like doing tricks and but it's a train. You're not skateboarding. You're driving a train.
That is insane.
It looks
low-key. Want to play it?
Yeah, it's on everything. So
really,
yeah. Tito, released on PC and Switch from Eat Pant Games and publisher Super Rare Games and Couchplay Interactive. Explore a world of mayhem and Michaels. Join Tito and the Blob and Nori the Bunny in this 3D action platformer to stop the shadow corruption from spreading. Absorb wild powers, help eccentric characters, and save the world one Michael at a time.
Tell me why I thought for some reason I went to like the store Michaels.
It's just a big cross promotion for it's a 3D platformer set in a giant Michaels.
Oh,
that's a joke. It's an arts and crafts place, so
it is.
Yeah,
with some Bibles.
With some Bibles, but Hobby Lobby.
Yeah,
it is what it is. Hobby Lobby's Pepsi. That's what Michaels is.
You know what? That's true. Michael's just catching strays out here.
And then The Mound, Omen of Cthulhu, released on PC, Xbox, and PS5 from developer Ace Team and publisher Nacon. And up to 4-player co-op, form a group of explorers searching for treasure. In this cursed jungle, danger is everywhere and monstrous creatures alter reality. Stay clear-headed and tame the jungle before it devours you. On July 16th, this had the most releases of the week. The Mermaid Mask, released on PC, Switch, and Switch 2 from SFB Games. An impossible locked room murder. Captain Mortuga lies dead beside an ancient cauldron aboard the world's strangest submarine, crewed by sketchy suspects. A handcrafted point-and-click with sharp humor and tricky puzzles. Dive into the next mystery from the creators of Tangle Tower and Crow Country. So this is the
I remember Crow Country.
Yeah, that one. I actually haven't played it yet, even though I have it on my PlayStation and Steam. I think I have it on both. That one was like the old Resident Evil inspired.
Yeah.
But this one is the next game in the Detective Grimoire series.
Mm-hmm.
It started as a Flash game and went from there. I think I've explained this before. But anyway, I played this for 40 minutes last night. Didn't get too far into it. But it's as funny and as interesting as Tangle Tower was. And before Tangle Tower was a game that was just called Detective Grimoire. Yeah. And that one was in this same kind of style. It was a little more... Mermaid Mask is more like Tangle Tower than Detective Grimoire, but they're all the same series. I don't know how to describe it. There's just a difference. You'd have to play it to know what I mean.
Yeah.
On top of it also being old. Like, I think the Detective Grimoire originally came out on 2012, 2015 maybe.
Yeah.
I played it on my phone. Like, that's how far back it goes. But anyway, this one's cool. It's got, I've only interacted with 2 characters. But yeah, I've interacted with 2 characters, and it's Let's Play worthy. I don't know how else to put it, but they're hoping to get it ported to PS5 soon.
Yeah.
But for right now, it's just on PC and then the Switch and Switch 2. Fully voice acted, has a bunch of puzzles. You talk to characters. You solve the murder. This and Tangle Tower are both locked room mysteries. So it's really interesting to see. And the assumption is that something supernatural is going on. Because in Tangle Tower, they open the room and no one could have gotten there because it's at the top of a tower. The only door's locked. And the person's been stabbed. There's no knife, but the painting she was painting has a knife in it that has blood on it. So they're like, did the painting somehow kill this person? So you have to figure out what's really going on. And this is in a similar vein. Very interesting games. Very funny, too. Like,
I want to play them.
I believe Tangle Tower is on sale right now on PC for like $3. So
it'll be on sale next month.
Yeah, hopefully. Blue Worm, released on PC from Verba Roots and publisher Dossman Publishing. Blue Worm is a psychedelic first-person Souls-like with a retro aesthetic and skill-heavy combat system. Do you have what it takes to save your wife in the crypt of the Blue Worm? Cheat Death, released on PC from GG Studio and publisher Polden Publishing. Play dice poker with the Grim Reaper in a dark strategic roguelite. Build powerful poker decks with cursed dice, stack upgrades, rig the odds, sabotage death, and survive deadly minigames with your life on the line. Fitness Boxing 3 had a Switch 2 edition released on Switch 2. Happy's Humble Burger Cult, any of the games in this series. I want to call it Happy Humble, but it's Happy's Humble Burger Cult, released on PC from Dev Scythe Dev Team and publisher Tiny Build. The original cooking horror returns in an unhinged co-op experience for up to 4 players. Grill burgers, serve customers, and hit your quota before the kitchen turns into a nightmare. When Asset Joy brings her hunt, try to escape alive and extract your hard-earned cash to survive another shift. It's a horror series. I think the first one was called like Happy's Humble Burger Farm, and then there was another Happy's Humble game. And originally this one was called Happy's Humble Burgatory, but they had to change it because apparently Burgatory is the name of a restaurant. Heave Ho 2, released on Switch 2 and PC from Le Cartel Studio, and publisher Devolver Digital. It's Switch 2, and PC. I typed it weird, so I read it weird. Get a grip. It's Heave Ho 2, the insane 2 to 4 player party game sequel, takes the couch co-op mayhem online for the first time. Grab what you can and swing to win. Hell Maiden, released on PC from Astral Shift, traverse the depths of hell and beat its toughest demons on your way to heaven in this horde survival deck building game inspired by Dante's Divine Comedy. Looking for Fail, released on all major platforms from Swing Submarine, La Pole Noir, and Art France. Hello, this is Fail. Listen, this is going to sound strange, but I think I'm lost in the apartment. Right now, I don't know where I am. Can you come and help me? That's the description.
That stressed me out a little bit, not gonna lie.
Lost in the apartment. Wonder if it's some kind of House of Leaves thing going on.
Yeah.
Moss, the Forgotten Relic, on all major platforms from Polyarch and Blackbird Interactive. Moss, the Forgotten Relic is an emotional and atmospheric adventure set in the pages of a living storybook. Brimming with myth and ancient magic, guide a tiny but determined hero on a heartfelt journey of challenge, courage, and connection. This is a home console non-VR remake, I believe. I believe the Moss games are originally VR games, so this is both games remade into one like console, like third-person experience. Power Wash Simulator 2, Star Wars DLC released, Ratatan made its way to consoles, and then finally on July 17th, Fog Piercer, released on PC from devs Mad Cookies and publisher Hooded Horse. Fight through the fog in this sci-fi roguelike deck builder where clever positioning, explosive chain reactions, and the environment itself can make the difference between life and death. And that is my releases for this week.
I have my first batch of miscellaneous and posters. Got posters for Digger, Spaceballs, the new one, Shaun the Sheep, The Beast of Mossy Bottom, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Season 18, The Uprising, Hershey, Reacher Season 4, and Idiots. And trailers and teasers, we got one for Moreno, releasing August 11th on Netflix, The Whisper Man, releasing August 28th on Netflix, Mayday, releasing September 4th on Apple TV, Look Back, and The Uprising, both releasing September 11th in theaters. Bad Apples, releasing September 18th in theaters, Digger, releasing October 2nd in theaters, Crystal Lake, premiering October 15th on Peacock, I Play Rocky, releasing November 20th in theaters, and Behemoth, releasing December 4th in theaters. In release dates and windows, something I never thought would be on our the podcast, Good Mythical Morning is coming to Netflix. New episodes will be released on Netflix and YouTube on the same day, starting from September 7th. I think Mythical Kitchen as well.
I said some Mythical Kitchen shows.
Like Last Meals and...
Last Meals and I would guess one of the cooking segments with like a proper title, but yeah. I wonder if like the episodes of Netflix are going to be released in one package, like it's Mythical Morning, Mythical More, and Mythical Kitchen, or at least Mythical Morning and Mythical More, I would imagine are going to be edited together for Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting that they're doing that.
I saw that and I was like, oh, hey-oh. Aang the Last Airbender will be released in select theaters in New York and LA on July 24th for 1 week in order to qualify for award season. In casting, the Daniels' next film has cast Pink Pantheress in her acting debut. Garrett Wearing and Amanda Fix have been cast as young Ed and Lorraine Warren, respectively, in the prequel movie The Conjuring First Communion. Steve Buscemi, did I say that right? Buscemi. Steve Buscemi has been cast in the Far Cry series. And Gabriel Luna has been cast as a serial killer named the Sleepy-Eyed Stranger in Season 2 of Dexter Resurrection. Daniel Radcliffe will voice Prince Charming in Steps. There were 2 more in that same post, and I forgot to get them on here, castings for that movie. Chloe Fineman is leaving Saturday Night Live after 7 seasons. And God of War, the live-action series has halted filming. It was 4 episodes deep that had wrapped, and it has to recast Ryan Hurst after he tore his bicep whilst filming a stunt. And rather than wait possibly till 2027, they're just going to recast him. That is all for my first batch.
In gaming news, Bethesda revealed the roadmap of plans moving forward. They went into a lot of technical stuff, like what engines and stuff they're making or they're using. But this is the bullet points. Fallout 5 is in pre-production. Another Fallout project is in development assisted by Obsidian. Fallout Season 3 is underway. Fallout Day broadcast will be skipping this year, but big plans are ahead for next year's 30th anniversary celebration and will be streamed live in DC. A prequel story to Fallout 3 will release next year as part of Fallout 76. Fallout 3 and New Vegas remasters are in the works. Support of Starfield is continuing into its third year in preparation for Starborn content releasing next year. And Skyrim 6 development is currently their top priority. And then a deep dive into Kingdom Hearts will be held at D23 this year in celebration of 25 years. Agefield High Rock the School releases August 12th on PC. False Echo was announced, a Papers, Please inspired game set on a submarine in an alternate history World War II. Babbitt announced co-op survival game Route, work with friends to take on the undead in a school bus. Shady Job was announced, work with friends as construction workers tasked with disposing of a body while building a skyscraper. Warhounds releases August 11th on Steam. Agent 64, Spies Never Die releases August 11th on PC. That is a game which gameplay is inspired by GoldenEye on the Nintendo 64.
Dude.
Emberville enters early access October 27th on PC. Co-op first-person shooter Unfrost was announced for PC. Work with friends to hunt beings known as the Riftborn in an Antarctic research facility. Fatal Fury City of Wolves is getting a third season of content, new stages and new characters, including Rick Stroud, Duck King, Kim Capon, Laucorn, and multiple mystery characters will be slowly rolled out starting with Rick on July 23rd. Cognition Method was announced, a first-person puzzle game inspired by Stanley Kubrick's classic 2001: A Space Odyssey, releases September 1st on PC. Netflix Mini Golf was announced. Play golf with friends on 60 courses inspired by Squid Game, Stranger Things, and Bridgerton, launches on Netflix July 28th.
Am I actually going to start playing a game on Netflix?
I forget that they have Netflix games. My thing is, how do you play?
Yeah.
Like
just using a remote?
That's what I want to know is like,
we should give that a try. Do you
connect to, are you able to connect a gaming remote to your,
Yeah.
That's what I want to know. Have you played a game on Netflix? Do you just use your, Sorry, my fiance's in the room and she was nodding her head as we were talking about it.
Hey, don't apologize. Just kidding.
Dung Slinger was announced, a hand-drawn platformer about a dung beetle chained to a ball of dung and must escape, releases in 2027. It looks a lot like Hollow Knight, but you're like having to swing a sword at this giant ball of poop that launches you forward.
Yes.
Releases next year.
Let's play.
Nature of Dread was announced to explore the cursed settlement hellhole, meant to trap an ancient evil, coming to PC. That is aptly named, and I wish more horror horror stuff would do it. It's like, no, the town of hellhole, which means you'll stay away from it, right?
No.
Yeah. Aether Cycle release enters early access November 2026, and Worming from Home releases September 4th on PC. And then in the Nintendo corner, Once Upon a Katamari is releasing on Switch 2 October 8th with mouse controls. Paid DLC with more playable cousins and quests is also coming. Nintendo released a free update to Mario Tennis Fever on July 15th, featuring a new Prankster Comet match mode, a Mario Galaxy-themed court, more colors for Luma, and the Black Hole Racket, and I believe Mario's overalls as an outfit for Mario. New Game Share is now supported. Nintendo has entered a deal with Hasbro to announce Nintendo-based toys, the first of which will be Zelda movie toys, which means that I would imagine their Jack-specific toys are probably going to be going away. Mm-hmm. I would imagine if they're entering a deal with Hasbro, they can't have two. 3 figures.
6-inch?
Well, 3 6-inch figures will be shown off at San Diego Comic-Con next week from the Zelda movie toy line. So this is my theory. I think Nintendo's going to be at San Diego Comic-Con not just to show off games, but to show off something about the Zelda movie.
And
announce a casting
of
Ganondorf, and that's why the 3 toys will be shown off.
Because it's the only one that makes the...
Yeah. I think we might know who's playing Impa, or it's rumored that an actress is on the cast. Mm-hmm. But if that's what they do, they're like, oh, here's Zelda, Link, and Impa. When the game, like, give us a Ganondorf casting, so, this winter when you bring us a first trailer...
It'd be like...
We finally get to see
Which would be a good San Diego Comic-Con reveal.
Yes,
like, that's the place where you want to reveal it at CinemaCon, you want to reveal it at San Diego.
Because it's not very often Nintendo's at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
So that's what makes it. I was kind of like, they're going to be at Comic-Con, really? Like, I'm showing off games. Like, that's interesting. And it's just interesting to me that they're probably there to show off the Zelda movie, and they haven't shown us anything about the Ocarina of Time remake coming out this year.
Yeah.
When that also would have been a good, like, hey, come try the remake and then learn about the Zelda movie. But I don't know. We'll see. Nintendo also doesn't like to be predictable, so all of this could be wrong.
True.
Konami has confirmed that Castlevania Belmont's Curse will release on Switch 2 same day as other console versions on October 15th. It was previously thought to it would be delayed. That version specifically would be delayed. Bobo and the Chest of Nightmares will be releasing on Switch October 31st, previously announced as a PC-only title in February. It's like a 3D platformer. And then Switch 2 editions of Octopath Traveler 1 and 2 will release October 1st. And that is my gaming news for this week.
I have my second batch of miscellaneous. In new looks, we got a new looks at Digger, which feature our first look at Tom Cruise as Digger Rockwell, and a first look at John Goodman, Sandra Hüller, Riz Ahmed, and Jesse Plemons. New looks at I Play Rocky, a new look at Anthony Ippolito as Sylvester Stallone, a first look at Stephen James as Carl Weathers. We got our first look at Prince Charming and Steps, a new clip from 72 Hours. In first looks, we got a first look at the Carrie series, set in modern day, explores teen relationships with tech. We'll introduce various other characters with their own abilities in each episode, and we'll change a lot of the book's key moments, including the events of the prom being different. Crystal Lake got our first look at Linda Cardellini as Pam Voorhees. We got our first look at Pedro Pascal, Will Arnett, and Behemoth. First look at Josh Hartnett and Charlie Heaton in Below. The thriller series follows a fisherman who fights to protect his community when a sea creature terrorizes their remote town. First look at Dave Bautista, Kate Blanchett, Riley Keough, and Lily Rose Depp in Alpha Gang. Film follows a group of alien invaders who disguise themselves as a 1950s biker gang on their mission to conquer Earth, also starring Chris Pine and Adria Arjona. First look at Children of Blood and Bone. And first look for the new Looney Tunes short film Daffy season. Follows Daffy, whose world turns into a nightmare after Elmer gets too immersed in watching football instead of hunting. Will be released in theaters this November alongside The Cat in the Hat. In box office, Michael becomes the first biopic in history to pass $1 billion worldwide. Moana opens with $43 million domestically, one of the lowest openings for a live-action Disney remake ever. Obsession still shows up, becomes the highest-grossing original horror movie of this century, currently sitting at $429.3 million. The Odyssey is tracking to open with over $200 million worldwide, which would be the largest non-Batman opening of Chris Nolan's career, and earns $17.6 million in domestic previews, which is the biggest preview number for any movie in 2026 so far. And it's projected that the domestic box office is officially tracking to pass $10 billion this year for the first time since 2019.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. In box office draft, Toy Story 5 sits at $893,663,559. This is as of midnight last night. The Odyssey sits at $38,864,795. Michael at $1,001,897,734. And Minions and Monsters at $318,467,540, which means my total as of last night is $1,934,426,088. Moana sits at $115,510,565. Supergirl at $119,632,228. And Master of the Universe at $113,370,814. And your total as of midnight was $1,245,280,842.
Now, starting Moana was like my
Yeah,
linchpin there of like, look, this is
gonna make
sure.
bank.
It's Moana. It's Disney. It's gonna be bad, but people are gonna watch it
because it's Moana.
And turns out it has like the lowest Disney opening.
You're like, no.
That and Supergirl. I'm like, look, everyone's so excited for this because Supergirl and
DCU.
Mario Galaxy had me started off so strong.
I was like, oh no. As we said, Mario Galaxy ended its run after last episode. I'm assuming Michael and Master of the Universe probably are not far behind because they're both down in a lot of less theaters. New announcements. A Nightmare on Elm Street remake is in the works at Paramount. The film will adapt Wes Craven's original screenplay again. The fifth Hotel Transylvania movie is in the works, titled The Haunting of Hotel Transylvania. It will release in theaters on October 8th, 2027.
I'm wondering if Dracula's even going to be in this one.
That's what I wanted, because the first look we got was
Mavis
in
wearing
hallway.
a cape.
Yeah. So, like...
And we do know next year we're also still getting
Motel
Transylvania, the show,
Yeah.
which does have Dracula in it. So I wonder if the show is going to have anything to do with the movies, and that they're going to be like, oh, he's running the motel, and then
That's why he's not in this
Mavis
one.
has the hotel now or something. Or they could bring Brian Hull back to be Dracula.
Which would be good for a big theatrical release like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I doubt it, though. If they can't get Adam Sandler, I wonder if they'll just be like, no, we just won't have him.
We'll have,
which also makes me wonder if any of the Drac Pack is even going to be in it.
Call Drac Pack. We'll have Selena.
They'll just bring in her friends from the Disney show that everyone forgets exists.
I forgot.
And Dracula's evil sister.
Yeah. I forgot that existed. A movie about cartoon cat is in development at Sony's TriStar Pictures. An Alvin and the Chipmunks reboot is in the works, which will release in theaters in 2028. We got our first look at Alvin. Dude looks like I saw someone describe it perfectly. What?
Pretty sure it's AI.
Oh, it is?
I'm fairly certain. I have like this sinking feeling.
I do too.
I'm gonna say, not confirmed, but I have this sinking feeling just like looking at it.
Because they like released it, I'm like, I don't like that. I think someone described it perfectly as he looks like he vapes.
Yeah. My thing is like Alvin and the Chipmunks arguably peaked in like the 60s. and then had
in 2008.
And then had a really good show in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
Which is impossible to find because of rights issues with the songs.
Yeah.
Music rights continuing to be a problem for preserving animation.
Yeah.
But
I would say the first and second movies are like...
The first and second movies are good. And I like Chipwrecked for mostly nostalgic reasons. But, but it's just...
The road trip.
The road... I've not even watched the road trip. No, I don't believe so. I don't even watch the road trip. But then there was...
I forget anything about the road trip.
Then there was the Nicktoon.
Yeah.
Which is all right, but it was one of those... It's like the CGI... It's like a CGI animated, completely animated, but it's... I don't know how to put it.
Off-putting?
I don't want to call it ugly. It's definitely not ugly. It's just very... I don't know. But anyway, it's just like Alvin and the Chipmunks.
I know what you mean.
Since like Chipwrecked, it's just like the franchise is just kind of like, oh, it's still a thing. And then Nickelodeon sold it, and that's when I was like, oh, it's whatever's going to happen to it. It's not going to be.
Yeah.
Because if a major studio did not buy them, then it's
not going to happen.
Yeah. So.
Did they say even who's the studio behind this one?
I can't remember who owns it. Bagdasarian's Productions, and a joint adventure with Big Shot Pictures.
Big
Shot Pictures is founded by former Paramount CEO Brian Robbins. They have a 25% stake.
Paramount does?
No.
Big Shot? Oh, I see that. Time to the franchise's 70th anniversary.
Oh, the original Bagdasarian owns it. So Big Shot Pictures is the ones that's making it. Mm-hmm. So Big Shot is probably what...
I've never heard of Big Shot.
Big Shot, I believe, is... Big Shot Pictures, they bought a majority stake from Paramount. That's what happened.
Yeah. This says the link went to whenever he launches Big Shot Pictures. It said, including theaters through a deal with Sony Pictures Entertainment.
A next-generation studio focused on building global franchises. We develop world originals designed to scale across platforms, audiences, and formats. And there's just speculation that they use AI. It's not for sure, but calling themselves a next generation. They're working on an Eloise movie.
At the Plaza.
And an iShowSpeed anime.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I did get vibes from that where I'm like,
Anyway.
Alvin and the Chipmunks 2028.
Yep.
Jenna Ortega and Rose Byrne will star in Mary Bronstein's new film, Nasty. The film follows an athlete battling for a spot on the Olympics gymnastic team, but her biggest opponent may just be her coach. A Python survival thriller, Crush, is in the works with Julius Avery set to direct. The film, told in real time, follows a woman who wakes up to find herself trapped in the coils of a massive python. And the live-action film about Princess Tiana from The Princess and the Frog is in the works with Coleman Domingo set to co-write the script. They didn't reword it as a remake, so I wonder if it's just like a sequel. of Princess and the Frog with Princess Tiana?
I would imagine.
Because they didn't say it was a remake.
They said it was a spinoff.
Yeah.
I wonder if that poor animated project's ever actually going to come out.
I don't know. I remember that. But Tiana's Bayou is the Disney.
No, but it was called Tiana, and it was going to be a show. And then it's like, no, now it's just going to be a special. And then we never heard anything. So
yeah. A coalition of 12 states have filed a lawsuit to block the Warner Brothers and Paramount merger. Lego News and Icons were getting a SpongeBob SquarePants bikini bottom set, which means SpongeBob's coming back to Lego officially. Be 100,794 pieces, retailing for $219.99, releasing September 1st. Comes with Patrick, Squidward, SpongeBob, Gary, Doodlebob.
Yep.
Doodlebob's there.
The only actual minifigures are Patrick, Squidward, and SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Gary's a build, a one-sided build apparently. Like his other side doesn't have print. And then Doodlebob's a sticker.
Yeah. I don't like that Gary's one-sided.
Yeah, it's weird. And also he's like before, like way back when, he was always like the Lego cherry pieces were his eyes, but they never put any print. So he's just got these blank blue stalks. It's cool that it's happening. It's
Absolutely.
like a very cool set. I do agree with the sentiment that this should have been 3 sets split up into sets to sell to kids instead of this $200 set sold for adults.
Yeah.
Like,
because you get one of each house.
It is it's an example of Lego continuing to forget the fact that they are a toy. As an adult who collects Lego, like, it's nice that they give us these. But when even one piece is the sets are still expensive, but they're even splitting themselves up in a way that there are some sets that kids who watch the Netflix One Piece show are going to be able to get some of them. You know, and even then, they have their one big expensive set that's definitely for adults, and then even then, the Going Merry, which is like 150 something or whatever what it was, that's still like on the high end of like Star Wars. Their higher end sets that I would still say are like play sets. This should have been a play set, not
a display.
Not a display.
Yeah.
Is my thought process on that. Like, I saw even someone split it up because it comes with a little jellyfishing display and then like a boatmobile.
This could be like the
the boatmobile could have been one set, jellyfish display could have been another set, and then
like a poly bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like it would have been cool, you know, but here we are. Also, I think Patrick's new Lego minifigure design is odd.
Yeah, I like.
It looks more like the character, but I do miss like when it was just.
There's the regular.
Yeah. Squidward's actually colored properly now, though. So.
True. I've seen pictures of the old ones. In the last piece of news, the plot for the Spaceballs, a new one, has been revealed. It's a long one, so I'll only read the first part of it. Somehow, Dark Helmet has returned. Did you read this? 40 years after the events of the first Spaceballs, 50 years after the events of Star Wars A New Hope, and 1 year after the events of The Devil Wears Prada 2, the galaxy is once again under threat. Oh, I love that. That is all for my miscellaneous news.
In my anniversaries, July 12th was the 35th anniversary of Point Break, the 50th anniversary of Family Feud, and the 35th anniversary of Castlevania 2 Belmont's Revenge on the Game Boy. July 13th was the 25th anniversary of Legally Blonde, the 15th anniversary of Dance Moms, the 20th anniversary of Shin Megami Tensei Persona 3 on PS2, the 15th anniversary of Dungeons of Dreadmore on PC, and the 15th anniversary of Missplosion Man on Xbox 360, which I believe my eye doctor's cousin worked on.
Oh, you told me that.
Yeah, that the first Explosion Man, and a movie I want to say her cousin also worked on Zombievers.
Yeah.
I think it was Zombievers. I don't know. It was some like terrible B movie. Anyway, one of those small world kind of things. July 14th was the 25th anniversary of The Land Before Time on Game Boy Color. July 14th had literally nothing else that was like a solid date. July 15th was the 10th anniversary of Ghostbusters 2016, also known as Ghostbusters Answer the Call, which they retroactively titled to differentiate from the other movies.
Yeah.
It was also the 15th anniversary of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, the 10th anniversary of Stranger Things, the 30th anniversary of Kenan and Kel, the 5th anniversary of Mon Yu, defeat the monsters and gain strong weapons and armor. You may be defeated, but don't give up. Become stronger. I believe there will be a day when the heroes defeat the Devil King on the Nintendo Switch.
Is this an anime game?
I don't believe so. I think it's just a game with a long time. It's a Japan only game, I believe.
Okay, there we go. There's the connection.
10th anniversary of Monster Hunter Legends on 3DS. July 16th was the 5th anniversary of Space Jam: A New Legacy. The 15th anniversary of From Up on Poppy Hill. The 5th anniversary of Mickey Mouse Funhouse. The 5th anniversove of Schmigadoon. Which just had its Broadway debut. I say just, it's been a few months.
5th anniversary?
5th anniversary of Schmigadoon.
I love that show so much. Have you watched it?
And then, no, I've not.
It's good.
I remember my parents and my sister liking it, and then liking Chicago, and then being like, oh, I hope there's another season, and then it got canceled.
And the guy was like, I want a high school to be able to perform this, so I'm going to make a musical. And I'm like, there you go.
It was also the 10th anniversary of Yokai Watch 3 on 3DS. July 17th was the 29th anniversary of Ghost in the Shell on PS1. That, like July 14th, had nothing, so I had to pick just a random one. And then July 18th was the 25th anniversary of Jurassic Park 3, the 20th anniversary of Eureka, the 10th anniversary of Atomic Puppet, and the 20th anniversary of Monster Hunter House. And the 20th anniversary of Monster House on DS, Game Boy Advance, GameCube, and PS2. And that is my anniversaries for this week.
I have pop culture. Sunday, July 12th. I didn't have anything that wasn't an anniversary for you. No birthdays either. Monday, July 13th in 1923, the Hollywoodland sign is dedicated. Tuesday, July 14th in 1988. A Nashville radio station, WYHY, offers $1 million to anyone who could provide proof that Elvis Presley was still alive. Wednesday, July 15th in 2012, Psy's Gangnam Style releases, becoming a global sensation, and Forrest Whitaker turns 65. Thursday, July 16th in 1956, Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus hold their last big tent show before moving to arenas, and Corey Feldman turned 55. In 1988, Discovery Channel begins its first Shark Week, which I had to search to make sure I didn't miss it for this year. And Luke Bryan turned 50. And on Saturday, July 18th in 1976, Nadia Comaneci became the first person in Olympic Games history to score a perfect 10 in gymnastics at the 1976 Summer Olympics. That is all for pop culture history.
In anime news, an anime adaptation of Tiny Metal Zero Line is in the works. Mercedes and the Waning Moon will premiere in January of 2027. From Far Away premieres October 4th. Tsugumi Project is receiving an anime adaptation. Enter a Land of... So this one also had a really long description, and to the point where it actually repeated its plot twice.
Went the Netflix route?
And so what I think it was is that they had a description of the anime and a description of what the manga was in the same description.
Oh, okay.
And so I picked one half and be like, this is what I'll read. Enter a land of monsters and buried secrets, a land once known as Japan. More than 2 centuries have passed since Japan was devastated by nuclear war. Cut off from the world, the island is now a place of terror and mysteries. Wonders of science become, some believe, best forgotten. Monuments to a bygone era of human decadence and irradiated monsters ready to tear apart any humans foolish enough to set foot there. After being wrenched from his family and falsely convicted, a French soldier of fortune named Leon finds himself on a cargo plane to Japan. He and his fellow convicts are given 1 year to locate a powerful weapon from ages past, a weapon known only as the codename Toratsugumi, in exchange for their freedom. But what is the true nature of this weapon, and how is it connected to the taloned half-human girl who swoops in to save Leon? A lushly drawn post-apocalyptic action manga for fans of Akira, Hell's Paradise, and the Southern Reach trilogy. I hear it's quite gory. Mm-hmm. Or like, I would say probably in the same vein as Akira.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it sounded very interesting. Tetsurio Meet with Tetsudo Musume premieres this October. Enma Akiyama's comedy manga Noa Senpai wa Tamadachi is receiving an anime adaptation. An anime adaptation of Umihoshi Nani's manga Kizuguchi to Hotai is in the works. And The Eternal Fool's Words of Wisdom premieres January 2027. A couple thousand years of solitude would wear down any young man. That is, except Asli, an eternally youthful and eternally foolish sorcerer. After all, he has man's best friend, or familiar, to keep him company. When his level 100 canine companion Pochi demands that he get some fresh air for the first time in 2 centuries, Asli sets out to reintegrate into society and test his magic metal. His mission, dropping several unglamorous titles from his repertoire and restoring his good Okay, decent name. A brand new world and fresh adventures await Asley after his many years of hermitage. Perhaps he'll lend Pochi a hand to place first in the mysterious familiar feud. Or maybe he'll lose all vestiges of dignity and turn tail. Whichever comes first. No matter what, Asley has great evil to fight, a big world to save, and even a little growing up to do. That is, if he can endure Pochi's friendly advice along the way. And then one piece of comic news, Absolute Green Arrow has extended its run from 6 to 12 issues.
Mm-hmm. Which means you're going to be like, gotta get them all.
I'm going to be eating good.
I'll be eating good.
I've got 3 on the way.
Like 1 through 3 or?
I have 1 and 2. I have another copy of 1 coming because I accidentally ordered it.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
And then I have the first issue of Dark Knights of Steel 1 coming soon, and then I have issues 3 and 2 of the other series coming, and then I'll be just monthly getting these. That is my news for this week.
I have a little bit of comics news on DC. Man of Tomorrow, Zolo Maraduena, is reportedly returning as Blue Beetle. The Batman Part 2. We got our first teaser. Listeners, I put air quotes with that. It was just a shot of Batman slowly turning towards the camera with Michael Giacchino's thrilling. I love him so much. That score was, I'm like, in the snow, revealing it was delayed to February 18th, 2028. I put 2018. But we also got a new logo with it. Which means we got to wait a little bit longer, more, for the Batman. But if it's in snow, it might fit a little bit.
Yeah.
It's after your birthday.
It is, yeah. After my birthday, it'd be close enough to my birthday that, going and seeing it maybe.
Birthday trip.
But, gosh darn it.
I know.
Look, watch.
Matt.
I won't even speak it into existence. I was going to make a joke about, but never mind.
Do not make a joke about this getting delayed anymore. It's going to turn into going to be 10 years later.
Was it going to be 6 years or 7 years?
Yeah, 6 years. So it's March 2022.
Yeah.
There's been longer.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. James Gunn pointed that out. And it's like, yeah, okay, sure.
It doesn't matter. Give it to us.
Yeah. That's saying, oh, other sequels took a long time to make. No, that's just you're part of the problem. It's not an excuse.
We don't want solutions
where other people are doing it. Yeah, well, shut up.
Shut up and give it to us now. Reeves, get on it.
You should already be writing 3.
You should already be writing. We're not going to get the third one until 2038. That's when he announces he's going to be done with it. The Jimmy Olsen series, Jimmy Tatro has been officially cast as Gorilla Grodd. And then in Marvel side of things, Spidey and His Amazing Friends, as previously mentioned, season 5 premiered on Disney Junior on July 13th. Spider-Man Brand New Day, we got a new look at Spider-Man and a new teaser for Spider-Man and the Punisher. Did you see that clip?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Avengers Doomsday, current runtime is 2 hours and 46 minutes. That's according to early when tickets go on sales for premium formats. A Nova movie is in early development with Michael Waldron behind Loki writing the script. And Lin-Manuel Miranda reveals he was offered to play Vulture in Spider-Man Homecoming, but had to turn it down due to scheduling conflicts. I can't imagine anyone other than Michael Keaton.
Well, even Lin-Manuel Miranda pointed out, like, the really pretty much part of why he didn't, or most of why he didn't say it was because he didn't think he was right for the role.
Yeah, which I'm like, at least you can see it.
And then he made the joke that he liked to be married, where he was, he needed a vacation, but it was also like, it just sucks because I wonder if there's a role for him if he wanted to, but I feel like I wonder if hasn't been offered a role since then, or it's like, well, if he doesn't want.
I was like, no, but Michael Keaton was so good.
Yeah, Michael Keaton was so good. Lin-Manuel Miranda can play, like, I can't think of a good character right now, but
I can't either.
No, never mind.
What were you about to say?
Craven, but
no, I don't think he's buff enough to be Craven.
Well, yeah. Chris Pratt was too fat to be Star-Lord. But
okay, if we're going there, I'm moving on. Just kidding. How dare you? In number of appearances, In the second episode, we have Aang the Last Airbender, Carrie, Idiots, and Jimmy Olsen series. Minions and Monsters, The Odyssey, Supergirl, and Toy Story 5 are on their 4th episode. Moana on its 5th. Spider-Man Brand New Day on its 7th. Masters of the Universe on its 8th. Obsession on its 10th. And Michael on its 11th. In celebrity deaths, Sam Neill was 78, Jurassic Park and Hunt for the Wilder People actor. Brenda Fricker was 81, the bird lady from Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. Randolph Mantooth was 80, emergency star. Jaden Adams was 25, South African World Cup player. U.S. Senator Lindsey Graham was 71. Wei Chung Ho was 82, star of the Netflix Defenders shows. John Grassetti was 44, prolific Broadway star and Marvelous Mrs. Maisel actor. Antiques Roadshow star Theo Burrell was 39. As the World Turn star Scott Bryce was 68. Dave Kendall was host of MTV's music program 120 Minutes. I did not get an age on there. Hal Williams was 91, Sanford and Son and 227 star. Mason Haynes was 52, celebrity bodyguard for the Kardashians, Taylor Momsen, and more. Kris Jenner's mom, MJ, was 91. Nansen Shi was 74, Hong Kong producer known for internal affairs in the Thousand Faces of Dungia. Margarita and Andre was 99, Spanish actress known for Devil's Roundup and Radio Stories. Sepulveda Sebagodi was 63, Spanish actress known for Mr. Bones and The Woman King. And Cease Gil was 61, Dutch voice dub of Russ Cargill in the Simpsons movie and Lord Garmadon in the Lego Ninjago movie. My sources this week were Movie Insider, IMDb, Deadline, The Numbers, Hollywood Reporter, Dread Central, Wall Street Journal, Nexus Point News, Variety, TMZ, Writer of Pop, PopCulture.net, and of course, Discussing Film.
My sources this week were Discussing Film, IGN, Crunchyroll, Nintendo Everything, D23.com, and the official sites and socials of the studios and projects mentioned today.
And now we join back to our Spider People Potato Salad tier list. We got 5 more. This week we start off with Mayday Parker.
Mayday.
Spider-Girl.
Well, that's just Peter's daughter.
Yeah.
Which means she also has...
Peter's probably be invited back.
Yeah. She also has Aunt May's recipe. Mm-hmm. Now the question is, does she get her mother's ability to cook or her father's ability to cook?
True.
Because at this point, I'm going to guess Aunt May isn't around.
Yeah.
So... do we want to say invited back? Like it's just same as your dad?
Probably be invited back. Below him.
Yeah,
I feel like it'd be below him.
Yeah.
Probably be invited back. Because at least with him, Aunt May can make it.
Yeah.
A little bit. Gwen Stacy. Ghost Spider / Spider Gwen.
I feel like this is S tier potato salad.
S tier?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, how do you feel?
I was thinking, I have no idea.
You have no idea?
I was thinking at least A or S.
At least A or S, yeah. I feel like S tier.
Mayday. S tier. Below or above Ben Reilly?
Below.
Below.
Because it's just funny to me that we have our top be a
the
Peter clone
being.
and the bottom be a Peter clone.
Next up, Spider-Ham.
Spider-Ham.
I just washed my hands. That's why they're wet.
He's above Kane, but
POV
I don't think we
D-tier.
can trust potato salad for
No one
Spider-Ham.
touched it.
He spent 3 months on that potato salad.
Spider-Man India.
Spider-Man India. I feel like it's gonna be, you can't tell if it's store-bought.
Above Penny Parker or
I feel like below Penny Parker.
Anya Corzone?
Yeah, below her too.
So below of can't tell if it's store-bought or not?
Yeah.
And
Most likely store-bought.
Most likely, yeah. Lastly, Spider Noir.
Spider Noir.
Hear me out. If he can't tell what color's on a Rubik's Cube, he don't know what he put in that.
Well, he just got
salad.
black and white ingredients from his world.
So, fair. But also, if you think about that, you bring it into like a world of color, people are going to be like...
Why is that potato salad black and white?
Yeah. I feel like no one touches it.
No one touches it? Okay.
But above Spider-Ham.
But above, yeah.
Above Spider-Ham.
It's gonna be
no
more...
one touches it because they don't know what to think
it's
about
going to be more trustworthy than Spider-Ham's.
Yeah.
And even Spider-Ham's is going to be better than Kane's.
Kane. Yeah.
Yeah.
So should we put him on the very end of one person enjoyed it then?
Yes.
If he's like above Spider-Ham. Because like, it's not a knock on him.
No, it's just...
It's not on like the worry about what it looks like.
Yeah.
Let me get him in the dog. And that is all for to recap, I guess I should say. The highlighted gathering, we got Ben Reilly as Scarlet Spider and Gwen Stacy. Probably be invited back will be Miles Morales, Peter Parker, and Mayday. And can't tell if it's store-bought or not. We got Penny Parker, Anya Corazon, and Spider-Man India. And the C tier, one person enjoyed it. We got Silk, Bailey Briggs, aka Spider-Boy, Madam Web, Juliet Carpenter, and Spider Noir. And then a D tier, we got Spider-Ham and, of course, Kane.
And on that note, be sure to like, comment, subscribe to all those interactive things. Be sure to follow the podcast on most social medias at Mondays for Nerds. And me, Tristan Stump, at Sir Stumpslot or Sir Stumpslot17.
Follow me at Poe the Panda 001 or Chris M. Pratt Fan.
And we will see you all next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.